hours. Well, hey, everybody! It is 2 hours UTC, and once again, last, at long last, I have earned no. I've made the foul again. Started up that. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, cool. All right, well, at long last, Astronomy Daily Life has returned. Yeah, it was an interesting little trip. Uh, Great company the whole way there, the whole way back. It's about a 7.5 hour drive one way that we took to Laughlin. So, as you can see behind me here, I have a keyboard. That's a Roland Phantom X8, and it's I think they were made back in like 2004, 2007. I forget exactly. And at the time, of course, they were state of the art. And I saw that. I saw that thing in a sort of a surplus store, right, where there's consignments and just lots and lots and lots of stuff. And I was walking through there, and I saw that, and the owner had absolutely no idea what that was. But I saw it, and it's like, oh my gosh, wow. So yeah, I got it. I got it for a rockin' deal. Just I almost felt bad, almost. So anyway, so yeah, we me and my musical partners. It's now a threesome. We have Danny on the native flute, the cedar flutes. Me on the keyboard, and our newest guy, Charlie, who is doing percussion. So he does. We have a big, I don't know what kind of drum it's called, but it's one of those big, huge drums. Weighs 8,000 pounds and as big as a house. You bang on it, and so yeah, he's doing percussion. So three of us now, and so we did a couple of sets up in Laughlin at a pretty interesting conference. Not anything too exciting or interesting or anything. It was all about UFOs and aliens, and but the theme was the Native American connection to what they call the Star People, and I guess apparently a number of Native American tribes, I guess you call them, have a story, a cosmology that includes coming from elsewhere and sort of being planted here. So who knows? Who knows? I've got I think I have a request to open that door, because see, cats are awesome, right? Cats are really awesome, but they messed up, right? They messed up. They forgot a thumb. See, with the thumb, you can grab that handle and turn it. They don't have any thumbs, so they can't do it. So I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, my day is now complete. I have done my job. So yeah, but it was pretty interesting. I mean, lots of interesting stories and you know, these people are serious, and they have a lot of data, and which was kind of interesting. They have a database of uh, of all these reports of, you know, weird incidences, and they've got thousands and thousands of these things. So they've got this huge database. Um, and you know, I mean, being a scientist, right? It's like when I see data, I'm just like, oh wow, ah, I don't care what it is. So, so yeah, they were showing various correlations and all that. So yeah, pretty interesting. Not anything too exciting. I'm still not quite exactly sure what all the excitement is about you know, like intelligent life elsewhere. I think that's sort of a no-brainer. It's just, you know, we haven't really encountered them in any kind of major way. Um, why? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, welcome, welcome. So I'm looking at the panel and I see Bobby. Hey there, Bobby.
Hey, hey, hope everybody voted.
Almost everybody. I heard a couple didn't. And I also see Tom on the panel. Hey, Tom, welcome back.
Hey, you too. Welcome back. Glad to see you again.
Yeah, really, welcome back.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So yeah, all is pretty well here. Still sort of bummed out about recent events, but yeah, you know, those things happen. They have happened a lot, and they will continue to happen. And yeah, you know, it's just a process, and it really, really sucks. But yeah, that's life, right? That's life. So, all right, well, cool. Let's see. Did I want to say anything more about? Oh, the uh, um, I played one solo there, and it was actually the one that I posted over on my Discord server. So I played that, and yeah, I think everybody liked it. Um, People sort of like this kind of music, you know, because it's very soothing and meditative, and but also really, really, really strong and foundational. So yeah, you know, people are crying and you know, the whole thing. So I'm, you know, I'm really, really glad that I can share that kind of thing, because you know, that comes from the heart for sure, and it's nice to, you know, make that kind of a connection with people, and yeah, you know, they get emotional, all that kind of stuff, and that's really fun. So yeah. All right. Well, cool. Let's see. I'm going to cut this live stream a little short because I noticed that there's another live stream. I think it's a live stream going on over on one of NASA's YouTube channels. They're going to be talking about the Deep Space Network, and you know, the DSN is our communications link to everything sort of beyond, well, from the moon and out, right? So all the spacecraft out there, right? Um, you know, from Voyager, I think Pioneer, I think that's gone. Voyager is still communicating. You know, when Cassini was there, of course it's not anymore. Juno, all the stuff around Mars, all the spacecraft going around various asteroids and comets. All that data gets funneled through the Deep Space Network, and I just think all that is very, very, very cool. And So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch that on my Rabbit channel. I guess that's the term, a Rabbit Room. So yeah, I posted a link. Let's see, I can actually do it here, I guess. Hey.
Yeah, Andy Conway is here. What's up, Andy?
Yeah. Hey there, Andy. What's up?
I haven't seen the Octa yet, even though I saw her on the Discord last night.
I think, didn't she say something about November 13th through November 13th? So yeah, she probably just popped on, and I'm popped off. I noticed that. I noticed that also. Let's see.
Judge, I'm not sure if she's going to be on or something like that, but she does have a point about Bolton.
About what?
About Bolton like on last Tuesday.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, absolutely. Very, very true. Very true. All right. Well, what I wanted to do was actually look. There's this really, really cool site. If you folks don't know about this already, you're gonna find out about it now. You can actually watch live the Deep Space Network activity. There's a website here. Let's see. Am I going to go? There it is. Okay. So I think you can see that. So the Deep Space Network. I'm not exactly sure how many radio telescopes are actually used. I mean, I'm looking at this, right, and I'm saying, okay, well, it looks like there's 12 for each. So Madrid, Spain, Goldstone, which is California, I think California, yeah, and Canberra, which is of course Australia, and so this is showing the live links, both, I guess, active telescopes, which are the ones that are lit up, and inactive ones for whatever reason. But then you can click on these and get all kinds of interesting information, right? So, what they're looking at, how far away it is, the round trip light time. So wow, that's I think that's Mars, right? Yeah, the Mars orbiter.
But you don't get to see the data, huh?
No, not exactly. This is the like the raw data, right? This is the stuff that's coming right off the spacecraft. So yeah, that has to be decoded and whatever whatever has to happen in order to make to turn it into something that can be sort of understandable. Let's see.
I'm a bit
Down.
confused by the Goldstone 14. It says Kepler.
No, I think the labels are on the top. So this one would be for these three, and that one's that one, and that one's that one. This one's the Kepler one.
Well, that's still confused by that because I thought it was ran out of fuel. It must be still getting some data from it.
Oh yeah, well, true. I see what you mean. Looks like 10 bits per second. Yeah, I guess they must still be getting telemetry or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 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 I think it's really, really neat, to sort of watch this because over
Now,
time,
when in one day we're gonna actually gonna look at the Kepler data?
someday, we could look at light curves all day long. But I wanted to dig a little bit deeper and actually get, images. So I'm still looking into that. I need to find out. I need to find out where that stuff is. So here's a link to that site there for you. So yeah, what I like to look at is the data rates and the frequencies and the transmitted power, right? So this thing is pumping out almost 20 kilowatts to Kepler. Pretty interesting. And here's the data rate. But look at the power received. that's like almost nothing. So it's pretty amazing
I
that
cannot believe that you're still getting information from Kepler, but that mission is already over and shut, right?
yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't necessarily have an answer for that one. So yeah, it looks like they are still in communication with it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, these signals are extremely low. I think the noise floor on these things are like around like negative 180 or so. So, they're still well above the noise floor. It's actually good signal to noise. So, but yeah, it's just an amazingly small amount of power.
Well, perhaps they.
Great. Well, go ahead, Tom.
I was just going to say, perhaps they'll track Kepler until its batteries go too low and they can't listen to it anymore, just to see where it is at the end.
Yeah, if I don't know if Kepler's antenna is like omnidirectional, because if it is, then they'll probably be able to listen to it for quite a while.
And I'm getting to wonder about something because I heard about that you can get down converters for your SDRs and stuff to go like higher than the limitations of your SDR.
Right.
If we can get satellites of our own and the down converters and configure our SDR receiver to use that information, maybe we might be able to try to get something of our own, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how all that would exactly work. I mean, if you lose any information in the down conversion, then that's not going to work, right? But
when I had my RTL SDR, I had something called an up converter, so I could listen to shortwave more easier.
Right.
And I didn't have any trouble with using an up converter when it comes to like radiogram captures or SSTV captures.
Yeah, cool. So, and the other interesting thing is that there's this other antenna over here also looking at Kepler. And okay, so that's the carrier. Is this? Oh, okay, I got you. So this is the carrier frequency, I guess. Wow, that's really, really low. And then here's all the data. I got you. See,
it's just kind of like a bit messed up, but we can't just use a direct TV satellite dish. That's a prime shame.
Yeah, unfortunately, those are a little small. So yeah, with that kind of signal, you need a big light bucket, and that's all they are, just big light buckets. telescope's a telescope. So, okay, so that looks like it's sort of tracking in. You can see these numbers changing pretty significantly. 168, 172, yeah, so it's moving. Telescope is moving. GTL, I don't know what GTL is. It's not. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what GTL is. Oh, geotail. Oh, that doesn't help. Now I don't know what geotail is. I guess we could find out. Geotail spacecraft. Ah, it's so nice to be back. Geotail craft. Following our noses. Satellite observing the Earth's magnetosphere. Okay, it's a Japanese satellite launched, wow, back in 1992. Primary purpose of the mission is to study the structure and dynamics of the tail region of the magnetosphere with a comprehensive set of scientific instruments. Cool. They don't say what they are, though. That's not very nice. We could probably find out if we wanted to. Yeah, there's that. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess they're steering in to pick up geotail. 184,000 kilometers. So that's almost to the moon, right? Is that right? Yeah. No, the moon is like 400,000. Yeah, so that's about halfway to the moon.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, around half.
Cool. Let's see if it's still moving. Yeah, it's still moving. It looks like it looks like it's mostly moving in azimuth now, so it's just rotating. It looks like elevation is pretty fixed. They're probably where they need to be there.
Any conference, you only need a 9-foot disc to get the data and a good LMB. So like 9 foot, that's gotta be like super big, right?
9 feet? Really?
Yeah.
With a 9-footer, you could pick up any of these things? I don't know enough about that to be sure. It's kind of cool. The graphic here changes too. It's got the compass points. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this way's east and this way's south. So yeah, it actually is showing exactly where it's pointing in the sky too. That's kind of cool. View spacecraft. Okay, there's the spacecraft. View world map. What is that? Oh, okay. It's just showing where the antenna arrays are. Yeah, so Goldstone is over in California. Cool. View antenna. Yeah, so these guys just, I think they're on some kind of a schedule, and they just link up and talk to each other for a while, and then they move on. Pretty cool. So yeah, the like I said, there's going to be a live stream after this one.
Canberra is doing a carrier. One of the Canberra satellites is doing a carrier.
Oh yeah, ORX. What's ORX? Oh, OSIRIS-REx, of course. OSIRIS-REx is getting really, really close to asteroid Bennu, and it's amazing. I don't know if you've seen the picture, how extremely similar it looks to Ryugu, the asteroid that the Japanese are.
So if it's just doing sinusoidal, like a steady sinusoidal, it means it's just doing a carrier, and when it goes like weeble wobble way and stuff like that, is getting some data, right?
I guess, yeah, that's how I would read that. So, yeah, for some reason they're just picking up the carrier frequency there. Not quite sure why they have to do that, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of fun to watch from time to time. Again, you can sort of see this looks like this way towards us is east, and this way is south. So yeah, the pointed almost straight up, 89.98 degrees. That's about as straight up as you can get, and
I think it's got like a camp or something, just like a little camp connected to that satellite, right?
oh, here you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably some kind of service building or something. Maybe a power thing or something. Yeah, hard to know. Hard to know for sure. So yeah, and as you can see, these things change real time here too. So, you know, we were getting a carrier on both of these, and now we're not. Now they're just sitting there. I don't know if they're moving. Doesn't look like they're moving. Maybe they are. Yeah, don't know. Are these two pointed in the same direction? 82.28.
Now, it would have been great if we can look at the data from those DSMs.
Yeah, like I said, this stuff has to be decoded and stored. But I would think at that point, it probably goes through some kind of what's called the processing pipeline, where the raw data is sort of fed into one end, and then it goes through various gauntlets and grinding machines and processing things, and the output of that is a bunch of data products. That's right, metadata that can go into a database, raw data, calibrated data, and even processed data, right? Some kind of automated software to search for moving objects or something. So yeah, lots and lots of data. But yeah, at that point, I would think that it's if
now about tests, is it are we going to receive any data from that TESS spacecraft?
As far as I know, that's already available. I think they made their first. I think they made their first downlink quite a while ago. I think they're actually maybe starting to do their second one. I think they do downlinks, when the spacecraft is closest to the Earth. So yeah. All right. Well, cool. I just wanted to touch on that really quick. Of course, I have the hydrogen hydroxide tonight. So cheers. And we missed the first of the month, and what I like to do as close to the first part of the month as we possibly can is go over to cloudynights.org. Is it org? Cloudynights.org? How it is? Let's see.
I just want to tell you about 30 minutes until you have to shut it down.
Okay, cool. Thank you. cloudynights.com. So cloudynights.com is a fantastic site. They have a forum there, which is all things astronomy, just everything. It is pretty much an amateur site. um, but it's extremely active, and very, very friendly, very, very responsive also. So any kind of questions or any kind of discussion that you might want to have, if you have any kind of photos, um, uh, you can post them up, and people will give you feedback. It's a great, great, great site. Really, really great. So if you haven't checked out cloudynights.com yet, you definitely should. And I'm not on it as often as I probably should be. But yeah, I mean, in the course of 5 or 10 minutes, you'll have, I don't know, 10 or 20 new posts. Either some kind of response, some kind of thread, right, or a new thing. So yeah, very, very active and pretty exciting, pretty cool. But so let's see, am I sharing? Am I sharing or not? No, I'm not. So I'm going to start sharing. And so one of the things that they do every month is they post this celestial calendar. So these are just sort of the, what they consider to be sort of the main astronomical events for the month. And some of these, I look at them and it's like, well, yeah, that's not so exciting. But oftentimes there are at least a couple interesting things going on each month when it comes to sort of the basic stuff, moon, planets, asteroids, meteor showers, comets, that kind of stuff. So usually some pretty interesting stuff. So wow, we're already on the 9th. So let's see. I guess we can skip all of this. We missed new moon, which was a couple of days ago. So that's pretty. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Time flies. Time flies for sure. So let's see. So Mercury, I noticed. Yeah, actually late on the 6th, was at its greatest elongation east. So that means it's furthest from the sun along an eastern path, which I guess puts it as an evening star. So now is definitely the time to go out and look for Mercury, for sure. And today, actually, at 12 hours UTC, Mercury is going to be relatively close to Antares, which of course is the bright red star in Scorpius. So if you can find Antares, it's going to be at sunset. It's going to be low in your southwest. I think that's about right. So look low in your southwest, and Mercury should be anything relatively bright next to Antares. So yeah, 2 degrees away. That's pretty close. So yeah, look and see if you can find Antares, and Mercury's going to be right there, and it's pretty bright, right? Magnitude -1. I don't know how bright Antares is. Let's see if we can find out here. We'll use Sinbad. That's fine. Let's see how bright Antares is in the visible. Antares. AlphaSco. So okay, well, in the V, its V magnitude is actually 0.91. So wow. So Mercury is going to be almost 2 magnitudes brighter than Antares. So actually, you'll probably see Mercury before you see Antares. Let's see, 2.5 times 2.5, 2 magnitudes. So yeah, Mercury is going to be 6.25 times brighter than Antares. So yeah, take a look there. If you've never seen Mercury, now is a good time to see it. So it's going to be, getting closer to the sun until it gets to inferior conjunction, which, I don't know when that should be. Let's see, the orbital period of Mercury is about 88 days, so a quarter of that. So, yeah, maybe a few weeks or so that's going to be happening. Probably not this month, though. I don't think so. Greatest elongation on the 6th. It's probably going to take, let's see, I'll just search for conjunction here and see. Jupiter is at conjunction. Oh yeah, here we go. So on the 27th, Mercury is going to be at inferior conjunction. So, okay, wow, so that's happening. So we get maximum elongation and conjunction in the same month. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Okay, so new moon, blah, 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 blah. Antares. Yeah, these things about the moon being 6 degrees from Mercury, it's like, oh, yes, I don't think that's all that exciting. Greatest declination south. Mercury again. Peak of the northern Taurids. It's a pretty low number, but if you're into meteor shower watching, this one's for you. Oh yeah, this I thought was kind of interesting. You folks in Western Europe, the Azores, Iceland, and southern Greenland, and northeastern North America is going to be able to see the moon actually pass in front of Pluto. So that's a great opportunity. I hope some science-like people are taking a look at that, because that's now that we've actually been there, right? We can observe it, from the Earth, and sort of better calibrate our observations, because we sort of know a lot more about what the situation there is, and so seeing an occultation from here, we can sort of tighten that up a little bit and actually make the data more valuable. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I guess from most of North America and this hemisphere, we're really not going to see much. So it's happening at the wrong time for us. Yeah, 18 hours UTC. For me, I'm 7 hours behind UTC, so that would be 11 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I definitely will not be seeing that. Let's see, 11:14. Venus stationary right ascension. Moon is at apogee. So apogee is when the moon is furthest away from the Earth as it orbits the Earth.
And welcome back, Mother Nature.
Welcome back, Mother Nature. Hope everything is well. So yeah, so apogee on the 14th at 1556. So yeah, a little over 400,000 kilometers. I think that's probably center to center. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's see, the lunar X. These are features on the moon that you can only see at certain times of the month because of the solar angle. So
Mother Nature all as well as here at Louisiana.
yeah, all's well out here in Arizona. Also, it is definitely fall. In fact, tomorrow we're supposed to drop below freezing for the first time.
I know,
So,
like by Wednesday, we might be getting ourselves the first frost, so that means no more air conditioner.
no more air conditioner. Out, gone. Throw it out. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. So let's see. Sunrise. Okay, takes place. Moon is 1 degree south of Mars on the 16th. Kind of cool. Oh, and a possible occultation if you happen to be in the extreme southern hemisphere. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. I think we're going to miss that one. Let's see. Mercury stationary in right ascension, so that means that it isn't moving to the east anymore. And retrograde motion begins at 5 hours UTC on the 17th. Cool. So the Leonids, for sure, go out and take a look at those guys. Every about 33 years, the Leonids give off a great show. I saw the one it was actually in the year 2000, but it was several every minute. It was absolutely fantastic. So this year doesn't look like quite as much, but that's all right. It'll still be a good show. So definitely check that out. That's going to be, I guess, peaking at 0 hours UTC on the 18th. So yeah, we may not be able to pick all of those out, but yeah, try to get out. It's best to see these things after midnight when the Earth is sort of spinning into the shower. So yeah, definitely take a look at that. Spend a good hour, right? Spend a good hour out there. It's getting cold, so bundle up a little bit, and yeah, you should be good. All right, let's see what else is going on here. So, yeah, you can see how much dimmer Mercury has gotten just in a few days, right? It went from magnitude -1 on the 9th to magnitude +2 on the 22nd. So that's, what is that, 13 days? In 13 days, it dimmed by 3 magnitudes. Wow, 2.5 times 2.5 times 2.5. So that's almost a factor of 16 fainter. Wow, in a matter of a couple of weeks. Pretty amazing. I'm trying to I guess that has to do with the fact that it is it's showing a phase, right? Right now I guess it's sort of like half Mercury, right? We're seeing one lit half and then the dark half. So in a few weeks, getting close to inferior conjunction, it's becoming more and more of a crescent shape. It's actually looking larger, but it's more of a crescent shape. So I guess overall, it's just getting fainter and fainter. Pretty cool. Let's see.
And you got about 15 more minutes until the live stream.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I think I'm going to cut this one a little bit short so we can get on there and get the full effect. So full moon this month is on on the 23rd at 5:39 UTC. Juno, asteroid Juno, is at perihelion, so that's its closest approach to the sun. So that's as close as it's going to get. It's almost 2 astronomical units away, so 2 times the distance between the Earth and the sun. Let's see, the sun enters Scorpius at 12 hours UTC on the 23rd. Kind of interesting. Okay, so Jupiter is the furthest that it's going to be from Earth, which means it's probably at conjunction also. Yeah. Okay. Now, it's kind of interesting, and I'm just going to sort of let you think about this a little bit. Why wouldn't Jupiter be furthest from the Earth at the point when it's also at conjunction? So it's not. It's a couple days apart. So think about that a little bit. Maybe we'll, it's weird out there. That's all I can say. But yeah, so Jupiter is on the other side of the sun from the Earth. So that's as far away as it's going to get. 6.347 AU. So from here on out, Jupiter and the Earth will slowly move towards each other. Of course, they don't get completely on top of one another. There is a minimum point, and that is going to be approximately at the opposition point, which will be, what, in another 6-ish months or so. But Jupiter will now also become a morning star. And I guess we're going to have to, it doesn't say here, but towards the end of the month, we're definitely going to have to go over to Soho and see if we can see Jupiter through those wide field LASCO cameras. I think that'll be kind of cool to see that. We should be able to see it, I think. Let's see, yeah, and as noted before, on the 27th, Mercury is at inferior conjunction. So again, we'll be able to, it actually, there's a possibility that in those LASCO cameras, we'll be able to see both Jupiter and Mercury at the same time. Could be interesting. Definitely worth taking a look. So yeah, we'll have to try to remember to do that, starting on maybe the 24th or 25th or something. Cool. Let's see. So Mercury's at perihelion. Again, that's the closest it's going to get to the sun, this orbit. So yeah, just a little less than a third of an astronomical unit from the sun. So pretty darn close. Last quarter moon at 019 on the 30th. And Venus is going to be at its brightest. I think Venus is in the morning sky now, yeah? Pretty sure. So cool. Yeah, and then, they always have all kinds of other, kind of, I don't want to call it trivia, but little useful, interesting pieces of info, various historical things, and a little bit more detail in terms of, what the moon's doing and what the planets are doing. So yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. All right, well, yeah, a couple of nice comets. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at those again. There's always so much more in astronomy that can be actually talked about. It's absolutely amazing. But I think I am going to cut this one a little bit short, so I can prepare for the rabbit show of whatever NASA's doing with the Deep Space Network. So go over I'll let me post it here also. Let's do this. I think you can get to it that way. I'll post that on the chat really quick. Glad everybody came in. Andy Cowley. There we go. So yeah, if you're so inclined, come on over. We'll just sit back and watch this and chit chat a little bit, and yeah, I think that'll be fun. So I think for now, I'm going to get on out of here. So have a great evening, a great day. It's great to be back. Yeah, I think full speed ahead. Yeah, I don't foresee any more trips. I do not like traveling. I just don't like it. Don't like it at all. I like being here. I love being stuck here. It's great. It's absolutely great. So nice to be back. Yeah, full steam ahead. So all right, take care, everybody. I will see you in one spin, like that. All right, take care. Bye.
There.
Bye.